The creation of a message that could be understood by an extraterrestrial intelligence is a huge challenge due to the lack of a common language. If we wanted to engage in a dialogue with extraterrestrial beings, we should have to consider another added difficulty: the huge distances separating us. A single signal could take many years to reach its destination, and a possible answer could also take years in coming back.
As we create a message to another civilization, we need to find a common language. Well, we know they're not going to speak English or Chinese or Swahili, so what language then do we use? We find some of the most basic principles that you would need to know in order to be able to communicate at all. As we are trying to create a cosmic language, we have to ask ourselves, what do we and the aliens have in common? And one thing we will know if we get a signal is they can create the signals. So what does it take to create a signal? Well, you probably need to know at least some basic mathematics. You need to know some basic physics. And so that is the foundation for the messages that we create.
The communication process is not easy at all. Here on Earth, if we think about our own species, the communication between two human beings of different cultures and with a different language is really difficult, because despite being very similar, we are also very different in many respects.
An example that I like to use of this is, you would think counting would be something that would just automatically translate easily across different languages, but it doesn't. When counting, English speakers and Japanese speakers actually encode different information into the process of counting. For English speakers, it's important to differentiate between one and many, thus we pluralize things. In Japanese, they don't pluralize things. Instead, they differentiate on the basis of the size and shape of the object being counted. So, if it's that complicated to talk about something as simple as counting here on Earth among beings that are, all biologically the same, how difficult might it be to talk about counting with a creature that evolved in a different cultural environment?
METI involves a wide range of disciplines, such as computer sciences, engineering, linguistics, psychology, and anthropology. But as we try to show the breadth of humanity in the messages, artists like writers, musicians, and painters are also needed. So if we really want to make contact, we will need to make a multidisciplinary effort.
You have to have people involved in communications and engineering in order to think about how do you construct a message from a technical perspective, what kind of equipment is needed, all that sort of thing, what kind of energy is involved in terms of sending a message that could get far enough away that there's a chance it might be intercepted.
Computer scientists have been involved in interstellar communication from the beginning, but now they're engaged in a new way with METI. Because we are using computer languages as the foundation for some of the messages we send to another world. We need to be able to translate our messages into a string of ones and zeros and put them in a format that someone on another world can understand.
Beyond that, you need social scientists involved. You need people like anthropologists like me, linguists, others who work on the topic of culture, language. So we need people who understand how to think about culture and how to think about the influence of culture on creating a message, on understanding a message. There's really a variety of things that go into that.